So you saw in my most recent video, I got a boxed freight steam train or electric goods train from the box from Jesse over at Brick for Brick. And again, I have ordered from him several times. Everything's been great all the time. And PostNL was really fast to the US this time. It was only a little bit over a week. So I'm gonna link his store in the description. Be sure to check it out if you're looking for some 12-volt sets. He's based in the Netherlands. So this 7727, I've already built it and it's ready for the review except for the box. So I got this set for a pretty good price, but the box that I got with it is not in great shape. And today I'm actually going to do a video about how to repair the box. So I never really repaired a box. I did some small repairs in the 7755 box, but this box is in worse condition. I've got some plans for it. So I'm going to show you exactly what condition it's in and what I'm going to use to repair it today. All right, so here's the box. I got a little bit closer to the set so you can see in greater detail. So starting at the left side of the front, you can see it's got some tape, a bunch of tape actually all around it. The front looks to be in pretty good condition. The cover is a little bit warped. It's not exactly straight, but the colors are still pretty nice on it actually. On the right side, you can see we've got more tape, but again, the cover looks pretty nice. The languages are still clear. There's a little bit of, I don't know, residue here or something like that. And then I'll go to the outside before I move to the inside of the box. So here on this side, we've got more tape. This flap opens, but I'm going to show you there's a more serious problem actually later in the video. On the back, some more tape. The box looks like it's been through probably 3 rounds of tape repairs because there's 3 different types of tape. You can see like the white tape, and then the silver tape, and then there's some clear tape as well. So here's more tape over here, and then so on the back of the box, the back doesn't look to be in super bad shape. It's got some scratching, but that's common for most boxes. My 7730 box also has scratching because you just put it down on a table and then the paint gets a little bit scratched, but the colors are still pretty nice. It's a little bit weak down here. You can kind of feel it's it bends a little bit when you push it, but again, these 1983 boxes are a little bit weaker. It's got some more scratching over here, but again, the colors look pretty nice. So now we'll move to the inside of the box. You can see first thing on the bottom, there's some tape. This is the clear tape I was talking about. There's 3 rounds of repairs. So I should probably show the lid. The inside of the lid is not bad either. There's a little bit of damage on the top here, but I don't know if I can fix that, and it's minor damage. It might be hard to see on camera, but there's a little bit of bowing. It's not 100% flat. It's a little bit creased. And then the tape from the front, and then on the bottom of the box, you can see more tape on the corners. I'm guessing the corners probably tore, all 4 corners, or most of the corners, because the later boxes, typically the corners tear because it's thinner cardboard than the earlier ones. It doesn't have styrofoam. So then here, there's also tape, and if I open the flap, you can see it just completely comes off at the top corner. So I know that part is ripped. I'm gonna have to do a lot of repairs on this corner. I don't know about this corner. There's more tape here. Of course, also one of the most obvious things is the clear tray cover, or the transparent tray cover is missing, the original one, but also the plastic window that's supposed to go on the top. The foil is missing as well, but I have a plan for that. I can't recreate the plastic cover, but I can do the window actually. Then on the left side, we've got more tape on the bottom and on the top. So I think for this video, I'm going to do it in kind of 3 steps. The first step I've already done, which is show you the current condition of the box. The second step is going to be, I'm going to take all the tape off and see the exact condition of the box without the tape. That will be the second step, and then the third step is going to be, I'm going to repair everything. I'll do that off camera because I don't really want to film me doing the entire thing. It's going to take a while probably. But then after I finish repairing it, I will come back to the video and I'll show you the completed result and what I actually ended up doing to repair the box. And then I should show the materials that I'll be using today. So I've got clear tape here, scissors, and then I bought a roll of really strong Gorilla tape. This is very sticky, very strong tape. It's heavy duty tape. I bought this on Amazon. I'll leave a link to the tape down in the description. And then probably the most important part for today actually is this. So I'm going to show you what's inside here. So they're actually stencil sheets, but the reason that I bought them was because they're big enough to be used as a replica cover for the box, the plastic tray cover. That's horribly out of focus. Let's see. I take one out. Can you see it any better? Not really. Oh, there we go. So yeah, this is a little bit thicker than the original tray cover, but I think it will actually do pretty well. It's pretty, you can feel, if you tap on the cover of a box of 7727 or 7755, you'll feel that this is a little bit thicker if you listen for the noise. But this is big enough, you see. If I put this over the box, that's big enough that I can use it as the cover. So I'm going to cut it to the correct size, and then I'm going to tape it to the inside after I've done all the other tape repairs in the box. So now I'm going to take all the tape off the box, and I will show you guys the box without the tape. Might be in bad condition. I know there's a more serious problem, which I'll go over in a minute. Alright, I've taken all the tape off. As promised, are you ready to see the true condition of the 7727 box? And I'll warn you, it is not good. I can repair it, I'm pretty confident in that, but right now it is not good. I'm going to have to use a lot of tape on it. Here you go. So yeah, this is worse condition than I thought, but I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. It's a very old box. So first, as you can see, this flap has completely come off the box. As I predicted, both of the corners are ripped. These corners are common to rip in the boxes because the only way these flaps are held on are by the connections here and here. So yeah, they rip a lot. I'll have to use custom tape brackets, and you can see, so on the other side, it is also ripped, but I'm going to tell you why it's still staying on after I finish the condition of the entire box. You can see on the top here, this part is completely just off. Again, this is all because the corners tended to tear, so the box was just attached at the corners, and once these corners tear, then the flaps come off, and then the entire box is just very weak. So I'm gonna have to make like custom brackets out of tape to reinforce the corners on both the top and the bottoms, the outside and the inside of the box. On the front side, you can see it's the same thing. So all four of the corners in this box have torn. Yeah, I took all of the tape off. There's still some residue here. I'm probably gonna wipe the entire box down with like a damp paper towel, and then of course dry, because like I don't want the box to get water damaged. But I'll wipe it down with a wet paper towel and then dry it, so that maybe I can get some of the leftover tape residue on. Oh yeah, here's all the tape that was on the box. It's not very good. Here. Yeah, so there's a bunch of like dirt and stuff on it, but I'm gonna put new tape on it, so hopefully it will be okay. What else is there? Oh yeah, so the plastic tray comes off. The plastic tray is not in bad condition, I would say. There's a little bit of damage like to this corner here, but I can clean this and it will be okay. On the blue inner box, this is what I was talking about, the more serious problem and why this flap is staying on, because this is somewhat glued to the inside of the box, and the reason why is because whoever ended up damaging the box, I don't think it was Jesse at Brick for Brick. I think it was someone else, probably some 80s kid who was like, oh yeah, this box is damaged, so now I'll just repair it in a very bad way because some of that tape looks extremely old. So especially like the clear tape, like there's this powder of adhesive that came off when I took off that tape. So I'm guessing that whoever repaired the box thought, okay, well, I'll glue the blue inner box to the cardboard box, so it will never be taken out again. Of course, I'm not going to let that happen, so I'm going to try to take that off. But they glued the inner box down to the cardboard box, and then they just kind of taped all the sides up around it, which is why there was tape on all four corners. And then, of course, then the plastic tray could never get taken out, which is why the plastic window was removed, because if you can't slide the blue inner box out and the cardboard and the plastic tray out, then the only way to access the pieces is to break the plastic window, and then you can just put your hands in and grab the pieces from the top. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is, and so why this flap stays on is because the flap is like glued or something to the blue inner box, and it looks like I don't know if it's glued to the bottom of the box here as well, but if I can very gently take that take that glue off, and that'll be good because I can then tape together the outer box and then be able to slide the inner box in, because I'm not going to do the same type of repair. I want to be able to slide that inner box out so that way I can replace the plastic window, but I'm going to do the plastic window last. So I think the first thing I want to do is take this blue inner box, separate it from the outer box, and then I can start working on the outer box. Because the blue inner box actually looks to be in pretty good condition. The transparent tray looks to be in good condition as well. So I don't really think I have to do any repairs on those. It's just the outer box that's in pretty bad condition. But I'm gonna work on repairing, and then I will come back and explain to you what I've done to repair the box. Alright guys, it's been like an hour and a half since I shot the last clip of the box when it was completely disassembled with no tape. So now I have actually put tape on it. I don't have the plastic window on yet. I'm gonna go eat lunch and do that because it's like 1:30. But you can see the repairs that I've done so far. It actually looks pretty good, I would say. Of course, it's nowhere near perfect, and you can still see there's a bunch of like the bottom edge is still pretty warped, and of course I don't think I can really fix the lid. I know it's hard to see on camera, but the lid is a little bit warped here. No, it's still hard to see. Yeah, you can see on the right side it's more warped. But now you can see I've got tape brackets. I put them both on the outside and the inside of here because I really want to make sure the box is completely stable. I mean, I got it in very weak condition, but this tape that I use is extremely strong tape, the Gorilla Tape. I actually had to go and grab my kitchen scissors to cut it because the regular scissors didn't work. So essentially I put a couple of random pieces of tape around because like this part, the outer box was a little bit torn. But then for the brackets, I just cut this one's a little bit longer because there's some damage over here, but I cut those brackets and I put them both on the inside and the outside, so I had to make sure I knew which type of bracket I was cutting, because some of them, like this one, is a little bit longer, and then the one over here is a little bit longer. It's longer on the inside as well. And then I put these brackets here, and then I put a couple of other pieces of tape. Like I put a piece of tape here to kind of reinforce so that this part wouldn't flip outside when you open the flaps. And as you saw, I was able to get all the glue off. So now this is my goal, which I guess I completed, because you can open the flaps very carefully. Of course, the window is going to make this more secure, but you can see when I open the flap now, the inside kind of tilts down. I mean, that's just because the 1983 boxes are not very strong. But now you can slide the tray out. And I cleaned the inside of the tray as well, so everything, it looks pretty good, I would say, inside. Of course, the underside is still not great, but it's okay because it will slide out and no one's going to see that when it's inside the box. So now you can see the empty box. Yeah, the cardboard is not great. And then, oh, I can show you inside. Let's see if I can get a good angle to see inside. So here you can see where I've put the brackets on the inside, and the inside here, and then this one, I had to fold the tape a little bit. Got to pinch it down so that the inner box can slide in and out smoothly. But you can see as well, I guess I'll have to open the other side now. The brackets, you can see one in there, and then the one on this side. This cardboard is not very strong compared to the early 80s boxes because those had styrofoam. But I would say, so far, I'm pretty happy with how the repair has gone. A bunch of the tape, I don't even know why they put it on. It's just like, it had no purpose whatsoever. Like this piece here, why would they put this on? Like there was a clear plastic piece of tape here. It seemed to serve no purpose. There was no rips or anything here. I don't know why they put it on. There's a couple others like that. I'll also say when I was taking the tape off of the box, I had to go very slowly because I didn't want to mess up any of the paint, and I think I did a pretty good job of it. There's some damage over here from where a piece just got a hold of the outer layer of the cardboard and just pulled away some of the paint, but that's really the only damage that occurred because of that. Everything else, I would say, looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go eat some lunch now, and then I will come back and finish the repair by I'm going to cut one of these plastic sheets and put it inside it to restore the plastic window. I mean, it's not going to be original, but I would rather have a non-original plastic window that's repaired nicely than just no plastic window whatsoever. And now because I can slide the tray out, I can actually put the plastic window in. Alright guys, I have finally finished putting the plastic foil on. It's like 4:00 p.m. now, so I've kind of been working on this all day. But I'd say the end result is actually really good. So since the last clip, I just put the foil on and made sure that everything was okay. And I ate lunch. So here's the inside of the box now. That looks pretty good. You can see there's still creasing here, but at the top it looks pretty good. The sides are not bad. You can see I restored the plastic foil. I had to cut the piece because it was, it's 12 by 24 inches and the box is smaller than that, but I made sure to get one that was bigger than the box so I could cut it to size rather than having one that was too small. I cleaned out the plastic tray inside, so everything looks pretty nice. And now I can finally slide out the tray. It's a little bit tight, I think, because of all the tape on there. But here's the outer box, and here's the inner box. That doesn't look bad. So now I gotta prepare for the review. This was the video for today, just repairing the box in preparation for the review. Make sure to check out Jesse's store at Bricklink. So it's Brick for Brick. He's in the Netherlands. And if you're looking for any other 12-volt supplies, any sets, any spare parts, make sure to go and see if his store has any, because I can vouch for him and PostNL. So that was my video for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will be a review of the 7727.